Welcome to Careless Coder, and today we will have a look at the TOMLOV 8-inch digital microscope. Motherfucker! So the closer I get to being 50 years old, the worse my eyesight gets. And I noticed that soldering was getting more and more tedious. So luckily this is the 2020s where you can buy a digital microscope for a mere €185, $200, thereabouts. And this is the TOMLOV UK with an 8-inch display. I think TOMLOV is a Russian company and Russian optics are excellent. Together with Japanese and German optics, you can't go wrong. So let's unpack this and have a review. So this is the box. Product application, printing industry, that's not me. Textile industry, I don't run a Bangladeshi sweatshop with kids. Industrial inspection, no idea what that is. PCB inspection, now that is me. PCB inspection, yeah. Let's open the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Ooh, look at that, a substantial manual. Now this, China, is how you write manuals. Substantial, legible manuals. And this is actually why I bought it. You can put an SD card in there and also record everything that you see on that SD card. Now this is the unit. Nice 8-inch, and the optics are on the bag. Wow, it's really nice. I can even see this if my eyesight gets even worse. Excellent. And a little screwdriver, always fun to get extra tools. Some cables, get to that later. Look at that, they even included a 32GB card. Awesome. Now this is a lens protection filter that we can screw on later. And this is the mount. Look at that, nicely machined. Stainless steel. Runs nice. There's a tiny bit of slack on there, but yeah, it's very decent for the price. Absolutely decent. Then we have the screws and the hardware. Nice. So there's also a remote in here, so you can record from a distance. I probably never use that. That is the cable. It's nice and long. That is really cool. And then we have the base plate. So let's screw the mount to the base plate. The hardware is really nice. It's really properly milled. You do see some difference in Russian quality and Chinese quality, to be honest. And this is the optics filter that we're screwing on. That protects your optics. So if you accidentally come too close, it will touch this instead of your optics, which will protect your optics. So this is the focus ring, so you want to be able to turn it, so you could actually lock it up here or there. So I assume there is a nicer solution, and we have even a locking ring here. So let's put that in. That protects this piece of plastic. So that's nice, yeah. Now we can slide this in. There we go. Now I can turn it here. And we'll lock it off. Well, the assembly is done, easy. Now we have two power plugs on one cable. One goes to the unit and the other one goes to the base for the LEDs. So the USB goes in the unit, there you go. So it's charging. Cool, and let's add the 32 gigs in there as well, so I can record for you guys. It's a bit fiddly, but yeah, you don't do it all too often, there we go. And then that DC jack, the other end of the cable goes in the bottom for the two LED lights. So let's turn it on. It is a fingerprint magnet. It's already covered. And I can indeed see the base. Cool, let's put something underneath. I can't believe how large it already is. This is so convenient. Let's focus it with the focus ring. There we go. Awesome. I press on the OK button on front of the console so we can actually record it. And you see it turning red up there. Yeah, it's recording now. So let's cut over to that image. This image is unprocessed, so you see it's a bit noisy, but this is how it comes out. The cool thing is that you can actually see a bad solder joint here. There's a little dimple in there, so I would definitely reflow that, although it's stuck nicely. I've been using this deck for 6 months now. Very nice. And in the lower left corner you can even see the date and time that you can set. I did not bother, to be honest. I don't care for that, but that's kind of cool feature. This is another board, one that I did not wash the flux of. You can see that. It is incredible how well the detail is visible. Oh, unbelievable. Let's put something else under there. Maybe a Raspberry Pi. This is a Pi Zero. Look at that, how well it's visible. And those are very tiny, tiny little resistors and capacitors. 0403, I believe. I did notice that it cut to a different AVI file, so it seems these files have only a certain size and then they will continue to a next file. But look at this, these are 0403 capacitors, how well they are visible. Almost impossible to solder by hand. So yeah, it's really cool. I really dig this. And here I'm looking at a 27C512 megabits EEPROM, and this is as close and as enlarged as you can go. I actually was hitting the IC, and that's why we have that nice little filter. So what do I think of the TOMLOV 8-inch? Well, 2 thumbs up. I mean, 185 euros, about $200. You can't go wrong with it. A nice 8-inch screen that really looks nice when you look at it. The recording is not as crisp, but it will work. Definitely will work. I don't think it's actually recording full HD. I think it's sneakily upscaled, but you know, it will work for your YouTube videos. And most importantly is that you can actually properly solder your SMD stuff. So yeah, I would say if you're in the market for one, get one. 185 euros. You can't go wrong with it. So I hope you learned something and see you in the next one.